I like big babies and I cannot lie. You other mothers can't deny that when a baby walks in with a itty bitty face and hugs you round your waist, you get love. Your pull-ups are tough cause you notice that butt was stuffed deep in that hugger she's wearing. Dabbing tabs hook and can't stop staring. Oh baby, take a change of clothes with ya, case grandma takes your picture. My stay at home tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes me so happy. Ooh baby, smooth skin. You say wanna get in my things? Well excuse me, cause you're gonna get everything gooby. I've seen you dancing. To hell with clean pants on. You hungry, wet, going like a leaky vet. I'm tired of mom blogs, please, saying all these crazy things. Take the average mom and ask her that. She's gotta pack much in the back. So, diapers, yeah. Has your baby got a stinky butt? Hell yeah. Tell her to wipe it. What the healthy butt? That baby hurt my back. That baby hurt my back. Hey, Snoop Mom and Mom, Snoop Mom here. Today you are in for a treat. We have some amazing people to talk to us about chiropractic work. So, amazing people, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Dr. Maura Fletcher with Beings Chiropractic Family Health.
And I'm Dr. Jacob Fletcher, and this is...
Jack Fletcher, and I don't work yet.
Perfect. As you guys can pick up, we have all the Fletchers in the house today. They run a family practice here in Denver, Colorado, and some of the best that I've come across. So today I would love to jump into some questions. Whoever wants to take this first, but what do you think the importance of chiropractic work is in pregnancy?
So I'll start with the easiest and most tangible first. There's a biomechanical reason for women to get adjusted during pregnancy, which is looking at the balance of a woman's pelvis to make sure that it is balanced so that there's comfort during pregnancy, and importantly so that there is the ideal birthing space for the baby, and that the baby can get into the ideal birthing position so that mom can have the birth that she desires, whatever that is.
Sounds pretty important. So when women are actually looking for types of providers that tend to the pregnant population, how could they find someone that actually specializes in pregnancy specifically?
Well, we hold postdoctorate certifications, both Dr. Maura and I, through what's called the International Chiropractic Pediatric Association. And they certify people in something called the Webster technique that is very well known for its work with a specific chiropractic technique evaluating and adjusting the pelvis, especially during pregnancy. And so that's an important designation, I believe, because it's the people have been trained in additional ways to work with the prenatal population. And so that is a certification we have for people that are, throughout the country. A good place to look is actually their website, which would be ICPA4kids.org. ICPA4kids.org, and they can find a provider that is Webster certified there.
That's great to know, and I'll be sure to link that below. On the other side of the spectrum then, what do you both think is important for women to see a chiropractor post-birth? So that's all great to know that gets the pelvis in alignment pre-birth, but in the postpartum period, why is it so important for women to see chiropractic care?
Well, having given birth is a marathon, man. I mean, I remember being super sore after giving birth to beautiful Jack. So we cannot be good moms to our babies if we don't take care of ourselves. So it's really important postpartum and a fantastic opportunistic time for a mom to continue to get her spine checked so the healing happens in a balanced way. And so that her nervous system and her brain and body are connected and she can be the best mom that she can be.
Sounds pretty important.
Yeah.
So that is really great to hear about chiropractic care for moms, but why would a baby need chiropractic care? Isn't that dangerous?
No, it is not dangerous. And to answer the first question, I have not given birth like Maura has, but I've watched her and I've worked with lots of babies, and the birth process, not only for mom but for baby, is rather intense. I mean, all the things that mom feels during the birth process, baby is literally in the middle of that. And most beautiful, natural, lovely, great birth is still very intense. So during the birth process, the cranium folds in, and there's turning and twisting, and the compressive forces of the uterus are often where we get the first misalignment of baby's spine. It's a term that we call subluxation. That misalignment puts stress and irritation on the spine, which can affect the growth and development of the child. So we are of the strong opinion that all babies should be checked post-birth, because it is such an intensive time. We get a lot of referrals professionally from midwives, doulas, OBs, pediatricians or pediatric PTs, OTs, littlest lactation consultants, the littlest ones around the latch and breastfeeding. And when there's issues, oftentimes when there's misalignment for the baby, they're not comfortable, and so they're not relaxed, and so the latch becomes challenging. And so that's really where we see a lot of our youngest children, days, a week old, we'll get referrals for around the latch issues.
Well, it sounds that the baby needs to get in as soon as mom does post-birth. So kind of on that, I asked, isn't that dangerous? Because I definitely feel that's a misconception out there. What are some other misconceptions that you both see just in chiropractic work in general?
Well, I think let me go back and actually answer your question about the danger. And it's kind of a misnomer. How we work on little brand new babies is different than how we work on, bigger kids or adults. The pressure that we use, it's not the twisting and popping that most people think about when they think about chiropractic. So the pressure that you would use, you can kind of liken it to the pressure of that you would use on a ripe tomato. Or I often give the example, if you put your hold your thumb and it creates a little bump there, the amount of pressure that you would use just to create a little bit of a divot, that's the pressure we're using during the adjusting process with babies. So it's super safe, it's super gentle. And again, just like for us, I mean, we're a little biased, but it's important to have someone that is very well trained and comfortable with working with the babies. And that's why, again, at that same website, the icpa4kids.org, the certification deals with not only the Webster technique, but then most of it actually is dealing with the care for kids. And so we have that certification, which is the CACCP. It's a longer designation. So that's what I think people should really look for in terms of when they're looking for a chiropractic provider for their babies.
So I would think one of the most common misconceptions is chiropractors are not real doctors. And so then I answer that with a question, which would be, well, what determines a real doctor, right? Doctor to me is somebody who has done the work to achieve doctorate level. So a PhD is a doctor, a dentist is a doctor. We spend 3.5 years studying neurology, diagnostics, technique. Typically, a chiropractor has more hours of schooling, academic training in neurology and physiology than a medical doctor. So we, as chiropractors, have its DC, Doctorate of Chiropractic. And so we've done the additional work and additional academic rigor to get that doctorate designation.
And I think another one that people often say is that, well, once I go to the chiropractor, I always have to go to the chiropractor. And I often, just like Maura, have the question of like, well, once you brush your teeth, do you always have to brush your teeth? And once you exercise, don't start exercising, because if you start exercising, you're always gonna have to exercise. And so for us, it's really about where are you coming from? What is your mindset? For us, chiropractic is about a healthy lifestyle. Just like people brush their teeth when their teeth don't hurt, you don't have to wait for your spine to hurt to have benefit from chiropractic care. It's about keeping the body moving. It's about keeping the spine moving and lined up appropriately, which positively impacts the nervous system, which controls and coordinates everything. We see a lot of people ongoing. We've seen people, we've been in practice here in Colorado for 10 years, and we have clients that have been coming to us for 10 years. Not because they have to come back, but they know and feel the experience of their body working better, and they choose to come back.
Well, that's great. Thank you. So with everyone I have on the Snoop Mom channel, I have to ask the last question because I think it is so valuable. I'd like both of you to answer, and Jack, if you want to answer too, you feel free, but what is the greatest word of advice that you can leave for moms and or families?
This is the one I give to every new mom, because I wish somebody had told me. When you are parenting, you need to do what's right for your family. Meaning, Jacob and I did attachment parenting with Jack, and there were some of the principles that were working excellently for us and really great, but there were some that weren't working for our family. But because I'm kind of a rule follower and a system follower, I said, well, this is attachment parenting. But I think it doesn't matter what your mother, father, teacher, preacher thinks about how you should parent. But as a mom, you have that mother's intuition, which is very real, that tells you what's best for you and your family. And I would listen to that 150% of the time and just make the choices that work inside your home.
Thanks.
And I really have to just second that, because that is, for my experience of working with lots of families, but being a parent is so many new parents are looking for answers, and they are looking to the professionals, and they hear this information, but then they hear from this person the exact opposite information, and it's, what do I do? And again, it's no matter what expert says about what you should do, if it doesn't feel right for you as the parents, it's not right for you. And so always to listen to that internal intuition, no matter what any expert says, and seek out information, and no one's going to care for the health of your family like you do.
Jack, do you have anything to say to moms or families out there? Go
How
get
do
your
you
back
stay healthy?
adjusted. Yeah, how do you stay healthy?
Yeah, how do you stay healthy? You get adjusted. Maybe not quite every day. We do check you every week though, don't we?
Hey, that's solid advice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. To wrap up, for people that want to learn more about Well-Beings, where can they find you? Especially if they live here in the Denver market, how can they get in touch with you?
A great place to just check out our website, www.wellbeings, with an S, Well-Beings Chiropractic, and they can read a little bit more about us, our office. We're currently in North Lakewood, but we will be moving our office soon to Wheat Ridge. We're building out a new facility, doubling our space and helping more people.
And additionally, you can find us on Facebook at Well-Beings Chiropractic and Instagram at Well-Beings Chiropractic.
Beautiful.
October, we're giving hot, healthy tips every day. Rocktober.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be sure to link all of that information below. And for all of you listeners out there, if you do have questions, both of these doctors have agreed to answer any questions you may have about chiropractic work. So please place your questions in the comments below and they will be happy to address. So thank you both. Thank you, Jack. We appreciate it and keep doing good things.
Thanks,
Thank
Snoop
you.
Mom.
Snoop Mom! Woo!